Welcome to my latest Team Unicorn chat, and alongside me today I've got the warrior Wes Newton, and we're going to have a chat with Wes about his current dart setup. Okay then Wes, here's the barrels in question. Unicorn Maestro Premier Golden, 22 gram, and this particular dart you've used for some time now. You got to world number 5, couple of Premier League appearances, and you've stuck with them for a long time, brought you a lot of success. Sort of just explain to everybody why you like this particular barrel.
Growing up playing darts, I always used to use Bob Anderson's darts.
Yeah.
And this is the grip, which he always had, which obviously I loved. And I like this grip because it's quite grippy, but it's not too grippy, if that makes sense. You know, because I do roll the dart between my fingers when I'm throwing, and it's grippy enough to be grippy.
Yes.
And but you know, I can also move the dart in my fingers as well. So it's
okay. So it's not too aggressive, but there's enough grip for you to feel it in your hand.
Yeah. And like I said, I always used that growing up with the Bob Anderson dart. So that's what I've used. And,
okay. Just a bit of technical information on the barrel. Its length is 50.80 millimeters and diameter 6.48 millimeters. Now, the stems, Gripper 3 Mirage, first brought out in our range in medium length. We've now introduced it in the shorter length. Now, we've chatted about these stems quite regularly, and you say to me these are the best stems you've ever used. Yeah,
I've always used plastic stems. I've tried metal stems in the past, and I've always gone back to plastic.
Yeah.
I just like the durableness of them and the flexibleness of them as well. But these Mirage stems, obviously, I like the way they look. They see-through, they go with any colours, and I like the look of the bubble. But for me, the best thing about them is the way they grip the flight.
That's very important to a lot of players. You don't actually use a ring on the stem either. The flight's gripping so well with them, don't they?
Yeah, most plastic stems, you know, the grip of the flight is quite loose and you just fall out quite often. But with these, you know, you don't even need a spring to pull them out.
Yeah.
Sorry, you don't need a spring. It's that tight. They won't come out easily. So for me, that's a perfect fit.
Okay, and your flights as well. You've stuck with a plus shape sort of for quite a while now. You did sort of tinker, didn't you, during sort of end of 2014 with a Sigma 1 shape, but you've gone back to what you know best really with you like a thinner material, 0.75 thickness, your signature flights, and again these are the flights you've had mostly success with.
Yeah, I like a thinner flight. For me, I get less deflections off a thinner flight. The lighter and thinner it is, so that's why the thickness. And obviously, this plus shape is near enough standard, just a slightly smaller version of a standard shape flight. And for me, they help my darts stick up when they're landing the board. You know, that the angle they come in and it sort of entices you to follow it, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I've tried lots of different flights, and you know, I always go back to these plus shape, which, like for me, I said, you get the stability of a standard flight, but they're a bit smaller. Maybe gives you a bit more room around the treble, and they stick up perfectly for me.
Okay, cool. And finally, on your setup, points. You like to use a gold point. You've got some needle gold points in there. 28 millimeter protrusion. I know you have sort of used grippier points over time, but you sort of stuck on the gold points at the moment. Yeah,
I mean, I rest my point on my finger when I throw. I don't like too much grip on a point. I've tried it. You know, I don't like it. I like it, you know, just to be smooth. But the needle point for me is a thinner point, which sticks in the board better for me, because I think I've got quite a weak throw. But yeah, and I like the gold. It goes with my gold darts, so that's my point.
Okay, and just finally on your barrel, you have, and we've made a few prototypes for you, similar to the Gary Anderson Phase 3 barrel. I think did you use it at the UK Open? You've had a period of time playing with them on the Pro Tour, but I think at the moment you're sticking with this setup, what you know best, and you're going to sort of go forward for a few months now with this.
Definitely, yeah. It's a case of going back to what you know works for you and what you can use. To be honest, you do try little things now and again. I suppose it doesn't hurt if it helps you, but I always end up going back to what I know best.
Okay, fantastic. Good luck, Wes.
Thank you.
And that's Wes Newton, and that's his current darts setup. And thanks for joining me on my latest Team Unicorn chat.
Thank you.